George found me. Now it's Daddy's turn to hide.
Oh, I think George should have another turn.
But George isn't very good at hiding.
I'm sure he'll be better this time. Close your eyes and start counting.
1, 2,
Oh
3,
dear. Peppa will easily find
4,
George.
5,
George, come over here.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Oh. George isn't hiding under the table. But George always hides under the table.
Have you thought of looking upstairs?
I know where he is. George is in the toy basket. Oh.
George is not in the toy basket. Where can he be? Peppa cannot find George anywhere.
Daddy, I can't find George anywhere.
Oh dear, I wonder where he can be. Actually, I think there's something about George in this newspaper.
Whee! George! Found you!
Oh, George, that was a good place to hide.
George was hiding behind Daddy Pig's newspaper all the time. Mummy Pig has a lot of important work to do.
Mummy, can George and I sit on your lap and watch you work?
Yes, if you both sit quietly.
Peppa and George love to watch Mummy work on the computer.
Mummy, can we play that computer game, Happy Mrs. Chicken?
We can play Happy Mrs. Chicken later, but now I have to work.
Mummy, can we help you work?
No, Peppa, you mustn't touch the computer. And George, you mustn't touch the computer either.
Yes, George, you mustn't do this.
Peppa, stop!
Sorry, Mummy. I was just showing George what not to do.
Oh dear, the computer is not meant to do that.
Daddy Pig! Daddy Pig!
What is it, Mummy Pig?
Daddy Pig, can you mend the computer?
Um,
I'll finish the lunch while you mend the computer.
Right you are, Mummy Pig, but I'm not very good with these things.
Oh, thank you, Daddy Pig.
Daddy Pig is going to mend the computer.
Maybe if I just switch it off and then switch it on again.
Daddy Pig has mended the computer.
Hooray, Daddy!
Yes, I am a bit of an expert at these things.
Sometimes Daddy Pig loses his glasses.
Peppa, George, have you seen Daddy Pig's glasses? He can't find them anywhere.
No, Mummy.
Peppa and George do not know where Daddy Pig's glasses are.
Oh, dear. Daddy Pig cannot see a thing without them, and it makes him very grumpy.
Without his glasses on, Daddy Pig cannot read his newspaper.
This is ridiculous. I can't see anything. Somebody must have put my glasses somewhere.
Do you remember where you last put them, Daddy Pig?
When I don't wear them, I always put them in my pocket. But they aren't there now.
Daddy, can we help find your glasses?
Good idea, Peppa. If you find them, Daddy will stop being so grumpy.
I'm not grumpy.
Peppa and George are looking for Daddy's glasses. Peppa looks under the newspaper, but Daddy Pig's glasses are not there.
Oh.
George looks on top of the television, but Daddy Pig's glasses are not there.
Oh. Let's look upstairs in Mummy and Daddy's bedroom.
Peppa and George are looking in Mummy and Daddy Pig's bedroom.
George, be careful not to knock anything over. Ah! It's not funny.
Peppa looks under the pillows, but Daddy Pig's glasses are not there.
Oh.
George looks in Daddy's slippers, but the glasses are not there either.
Now you throw the ball to me and I have to catch it. George!
Oh dear, George's hiccups are spoiling the game.
George, I know how to cure hiccups. You have to do what I say. Rub the top of your head and rub your tummy. Good. Now your hiccups have gone.
Peppa's cure for hiccups doesn't seem to have worked.
George, you have done it all wrong. I know a better way to cure hiccups. First, jump up and down 3 times on one leg. Now, wave your arms up and down and stick your tongue out. And now, close your eyes and turn around quickly 3 times.
Peppa's new cure hasn't worked either. George still has hiccups.
I know. To cure hiccups, the ill piggy must be given a shock. George, I'm going to scare you, but you must remember, it's only a game and it'll stop your hiccups. Remember, this is just pretend scaring.
Peppa, you mustn't play so roughly with George. He's only little.
Sorry, Mummy. I was just trying to stop George's hiccups.
George's hiccups have gone.
Anyway, a dinosaur is too big to fit in the box.
George cannot guess what is in Peppa's secret box. Daddy Pig is cleaning a picture.
Daddy, this is my secret box. Mummy made it for me.
It's very nice, Peppa. What's inside?
It's a secret. George tried to guess, but he didn't get it right.
Can I have a try?
Yes.
Have you put my glasses inside?
No. Your glasses are on your head.
So they are.
Silly Daddy. You must have a proper guess.
OK. Have you put Mummy's shoes in the box?
Nope. And that's all your guesses used up.
Peppa likes secrets.
Mummy, no one knows what's in my box. Oh, what has George got?
I made a box for George too, and he's filled it with secret things. And only George knows what's inside.
Oh.
Peppa would like to know what is inside George's box.
It's George's toy dinosaur, of course. No.
George's toy dinosaur is not in George's box.
It's too difficult. I'll never guess.
Peppa does not like secrets as much as she used to.
Maybe if you showed George one thing from your box, then he could show you one thing from his.
OK, but we must do it at the same time.
That's a good idea. On the count of 3, you each show what's in your boxes. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
George has a drum, and Peppa has a trumpet.
Oh, lovely! lovely.
Yes, it sounds very nice. Picnic blanket, bread, cheese, tomatoes and lemonade. Is there anything we've forgotten?
Mummy's strawberry cake.
I was just teasing. Mummy's homemade strawberry cake is there too. Is everybody ready?
Ready?
Then let's go! This looks like just the spot for our picnic.
Hooray!
Ah, it's great to be outdoors. We should run around a bit and get some exercise.
I want to eat, then have a nap. I certainly don't want to run around.
Maybe Daddy should run around a bit. His tummy is quite big.
My tummy is not big. But later I will get some exercise, even if no one else does.
Let's eat.
Good idea, Mummy Pig. I'm really hungry. Delicious. I feel quite sleepy.
I thought you wanted to run around a bit, Daddy Pig.
Later.
Look, there's a little duck pond. Mummy, can we feed the ducks?
Yes, you can feed them the rest of the bread.
Peppa and George love feeding bread to ducks.
Mummy, I think they want some more.
That was the last of the bread. I'm sure they've had enough.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck. We've no more bread. Wow!
What a beautiful butterfly.
Grandpa, why do butterflies like flowers?
They get their food from flowers.
How?
They have very long tongues.
Longer than mine?
Oh, yes. The butterfly's tongue is even longer than yours. She uses it to drink from the flower.
Wow.
Oh, Peppa, the butterfly thinks you're a flower.
I'm not a flower. I'm Peppa Pig. She is so pretty. I want to be a butterfly.
Peppa is playing at being a butterfly.
I'm a little butterfly.
George wants to play too.
George, I'm the butterfly. You have to be something else. I know. You can be a wriggly worm. Look, I'm a butterfly.
Oh dear. George does not want to be a worm. He wants to be a butterfly.
George, when I was a little piggy, I used to like playing at being a worm. It's very easy to be a worm. I'll show you how. First, you have to lie down on the ground. Then you wriggle around. I'm a wriggly worm.
George and Grandpa Pig are having such fun being wriggly worms. It is bath time. Peppa wants to keep her new shoes on, even for her bath. Peppa is in her pyjamas. She still has her new shoes on. Peppa even wants to wear her new shoes in bed.
Peppa, are you sure you don't want to take your shoes off?
I don't want to ever take my new shoes off, Mummy.
Very well. Good night, Peppa and George.
Good night, Mummy. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, my little piggies.
It has been raining all night, and now the garden is very wet. Mummy Pig is wearing her boots. Daddy Pig is wearing his boots. George is wearing his boots. Peppa is still wearing her new red shoes. George is going to play in the wet grass. Oh dear. Peppa loves playing in the wet grass, but she doesn't want to get her new shoes wet.
I can't play in the wet grass, George. Oh.
George loves jumping in muddy puddles. Peppa loves jumping in puddles, but she doesn't want to get her new shoes muddy.
Oh.
Mummy and Daddy love jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone likes jumping in muddy puddles. Where is Peppa going? Peppa is putting on her boots.
If you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Mummy Sheep is here to take Susie home.
Peppa, say bye-bye to Susie.
I am not talking to her, and I'm not talking to her.
Oh. I'm sure they'll make it up. They are best friends, really.
It is not funny. We are not best friends anymore.
Daddy Pig is making supper.
Peppa! George! Supper time! It's spaghetti! What's the matter, Peppa?
Peppa and Susie have had a little quarrel.
Oh.
But I do miss Susie a bit.
Let's give Susie a call.
Hello, Mrs. Pig.
May Peppa talk with Susie, please?
Hello, Susie. Hello, Peppa. We can be friends again, if you say sorry. I'm sorry I said you cheated, even though you did cheat. Well, I'm sorry you were ever my best friend.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I can easily find a new best friend.
It is a lovely sunny day. All the children are at the playground. Danny Dog is on the roundabout with his best friend Pedro Pony.
Whee!
George is on the seesaw with his best friend Richard Rabbit.
Seesaw, seesaw.
Susie Sheep is on the swings, on her own. Peppa is playing mini golf, on her own. Here is Emily Elephant.
Can I have a go? Yes! Emily, Susie Sheep is not my best friend anymore. So you can be my best friend. But my best friend is Candy Cat. Oh. Meow.
Happy camping, everyone!
Bye-bye!
This is our campsite. Breathe in the wonderful fresh air, children. Excellent breathing. Now let's put up our tents.
Peppa and her friends are putting up their tents.
Children, you must each find a partner to share your tent.
Susie, shall we share a tent? I said I'd share with Zoe. Oh, sorry, Susie. I said I'd share with Rebecca. Rebecca, you said you'd share with me. Oh, yes. Emily, who are you going to share a tent with? Zoe. OK. Good. Now you can share with me. OK.
Now I need sticks to make a campfire.
We'll get sticks. But me and Pedro want to get sticks.
Ha-ha, you can all collect sticks.
Peppa and her friends collect sticks for the campfire.
Wonderful.
It is night time. Peppa and her friends are sitting around the campfire.
Children, let's all sing a song.
Yes! The Bing Bong song, please.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Please, Madam Gazelle, sing the Bing Bong song.
All right. Ooh, we're playing a tune and we're singing a song with a bing and a bong and a bing. Bong! bing, boo. Bing bong bing, bing bong bingly bongly boo. Bong bing boo, bing bong bing, bing bong bingly bongly boo.
What's a power cut?
A power cut is when there is no electricity.
What's electricity?
Electricity is what makes everything in our house work.
Will the electricity come back again?
Yes, but in the meantime, we need to find a torch.
I think there's a torch in the cellar.
OK, I'll go and get it.
Will you be okay, Daddy?
Oh, I'll be fine. I can see very well in the dark. Who put that there?
Oh.
Daddy, are you okay?
Yes, it's just a bit dark down here.
Oh, I've just remembered. I think the torch is in the kitchen. Aha!
Mummy Pig has found the torch.
Can I hold the torch, Mummy?
OK.
George, look at me.
Peppa is making a funny face.
Don't worry, George. It's only Peppa. Oh, we'd better tell Daddy we found the torch.
Daddy is still in the cellar, looking for the torch.
I'm sure it's here somewhere.
Daddy, we found the torch. Luckily, it was in the kitchen all the time.
What a stroke of luck.
Now, we just have to wait until the electricity comes back.
How long will that be, exactly?
I would say exactly a long time.
Oh, but George and I want to do some dancing. I know what we can do. We can watch some television. Oh, it won't go on.
The TV needs electricity too.
Does it?
Yes. North Star,
shining with a twinkly glow. Please show us the way to go.
Peppa and George have arrived at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Oh dear, I do hope Grandpa and Granny Pig haven't gone to bed.
What are you doing here at this hour?
We want to see the stars.
Peppa and George were hoping they could look through your telescope.
I see. Very well. To the top of the house, everyone. Here she is, old Bess.
Wow.
Grandpa Pig's hobby is looking at the stars.
Now, who's for the first look?
Me. Ooh, the North Star.
We sailors use it to find our way home.
Daddy used it to find his way here.
Oh,
Are there other things in the sky?
yes. This is a planet called Saturn.
Wow, what are those pretty rings?
They are made of rock and ice. Saturn is very, very cold.
We could build a snowman, George.
Quick, look.
Oh.
It's a shooting star. You must make a wish.
I wish that when George is old enough to have his own rocket, he will take me into space. Oh, they're so sweet and little. Can they stay? OK, but you must promise you'll stay awake. We promise. Wow, a piano. I'm having lessons. Listen. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Can I have a go? And me. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are.
Shush! You must be quiet so Daddy Zebra can sleep. Now, into your sleeping bags, please.
What do we do now? On and sleepovers, there's always a midnight feast. What's a midnight feast? We eat things in secret. Ooh! I know where there's food, but we must be very quiet. Shh, Susie. Shh, Peppa. Quiet.
Mummy Zebra has woken up.
We're going to have the best midnight feast ever.
What's going on? You'll wake Daddy Zebra. Now, who knows a nice, gentle bedtime story?
Me. And me. I'll start. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy. Now your turn, Peppa. And she lived in the forest. She was very pretty, and she had a fairy wand.
Lovely.
Your turn, Emily. Tell us what happens next. Well, I'm not really sure. OK. The little fairy met a big monster who went... Too scary! I'll go first. Squeak, squeak!
That was quite loud. Now it is Zoe Zebra's turn. Now Susie Sheep. Now Danny Dog. That was very loud.
My turn. Meow. My turn. Nay. My turn.
Peppa is the loudest.
Emily, you try. I'm not too sure. Please, Emily. OK, I'll try.
My goodness, that was loud.
Wow. Do it again.
Emily is not shy anymore.
Emily, would you like to play my favourite game? What is your favourite game? Jumping in muddy puddles. That's my favourite game too.
Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Emily loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
This looks like fun. Yippee!
Madame Gazelle loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Emily, have you enjoyed your first day at our playgroup?
Yes, Madame Gazelle.
And I see you've made lots of new friends.
Yes. Emily Elephant is my friend. And Emily's my friend. And mine. And mine. And mine. And mine. Emily, who do you like best? I like Susie and Danny and Zoe and Rebecca and Pedro and Peppa.